This week on Wildcat News, veterans are celebrated at Smithfield Selma Senior High.
French students compete in the annual French Festival.
And we catch up with an award-winning student.
All these stories and more because Wildcat News starts now.
Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Nik Reasor.
And I'm Jamie Snover. Last week, all-county band, chorus, and JROTC traveled to Triple S to celebrate the veterans in our area. Brody Hall tells us more.
Last Wednesday, the Veterans Memorial Service was held at Triple S High School. Numerous students from the Fine Arts programs and the JROTC program participated.
So the event entailed a large group of people, mostly people from JROTC, coming together, making sure we can show our veterans how much we honor them and we're happy for what they've done for us. And the event was important to me because I feel like I was able to actually give something back to them, even though it wasn't anything comparable for what they've done for me. But it was nice coming together with all the other schools in the county, all working together to show the veterans how much we appreciate what they've done for us.
Chorus and band members that participated were required to audition for all-county chorus and band. Members were eager to have the opportunity to honor the veterans.
It's very moving, actually, especially whenever they have the video going on and you see the veterans, see their faces and recognize themselves, and they're very proud of what they do, and we're very proud of what they do.
I wanted to do it because, one, I like performing, and two, I want to give the veterans here a chance to remember some good music.
My favorite part is always whenever the United States flag is brought in or being brought away, because the entire crowd gets quiet. It's very emotional.
I think it's a really great opportunity to come out here and perform for our veterans. I take high honor in that.
I'm Brody Hall, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Brody. Nik, do you know any French?
Oui, je sais un peu.
English, please?
Katherine Serrell didn't have to travel far to experience French culture.
Last Friday, the French classes traveled to Triple S to participate in the French Festival. Senior Sarah Joyner and Senior Rufus Brown tell what the purpose of the French Festival is and what the day consisted of.
The purpose of the French Festival is to fully immerse the class in the French language using a song, a poem, a skit, just so that we can fully use the language to our ability.
Basically, it's a competition between schools in Johnston County. We get together and we do things such as improv, skits, spelling bee, trivia, just like that. If you win, you're going to have bragging rights for the whole year saying your class is the best French class in Johnston County.
Participants discuss what was unique about the day.
Every year they have a bunch of French food out there in the cafeteria for us. There's things like cream puffs, different cheeses. And it's really good, honestly.
I really enjoyed improv. I really liked it because I like using the French language without having repeat stuff, because the way Madame Dubois teaches it, if we were to go to France and speak it, we know how to speak it. And improv really does that because you have to think on the top of your head, what to say and what to do and how to apply it to a normal day situation.
I like participating in everything. It's hard, but it's challenging, but it's fun.
I had a really fun time. This is mostly my favorite thing. Last year, I had a really fun time, and this year it was even better.
After competing in the events, Shannon Ferguson's French students won first place overall for the 5th year in a row. I'm Katherine Serrell, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Katherine.
Last Friday, Melody Lineberger's Earth and Environmental Science class traveled to a local potato field to take learning outside of the classroom.
Last Friday, the Earth and Environmental Science classes gleaned sweet potatoes. Although harvested, many potatoes that were not quite perfect still lie in the field unclaimed. Melanie Lineberger, teacher of the class, seized the opportunity for an outdoor interactive lesson for her students.
We're Earth and Environmental Science classes, and one of the things that we do is study the soils. And this sweet potato field has soils that are all across Johnston County. And so I thought if the students could come out, then they could learn a little bit about the sweet potato industry in North Carolina. When I get to bring my classes outside, then I feel like that it makes the curriculum more meaningful and they can apply it to their everyday lives. I hope that they will just enjoy themselves and see that school can be applicable to their everyday lives.
The field trip was not only a learning experience, but doubled as an opportunity to provide a large quantity of food to the school's food pantry. Freshman Kiara Chan tells how the trip incorporated science and how it made her feel to help the community.
I'm here because today we're learning about soil profiles and we're digging sweet potatoes for the food bank. This related to science because we've been talking about the soil profiles in class, and then we come out here and we talk about it and how they actually affect the area we're in. For science, I learned that the soil really does affect what you do and where you live. This makes me feel like I'm doing something just besides learning, I'm helping out the community by doing something as simple as coming to learn and just pick for sweet potatoes.
I'm Ariel Andrews, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Ariel.
Earlier in the year, debate erupted over the display of the Confederate battle flag on the grounds of the South Carolina State Capitol. Anastasia Lonesky spoke with students about the controversy.
With the controversy of the rebel flag trending in the U.S., many students are very opinionated. Rachel Wade and Jalen Langley expressed their beliefs.
Personally, I don't find the Confederate flag offensive. It doesn't represent anything for me, but I know that for a lot of people it does. Just maybe they've lived in the South for a long time and they have a lot of ancestry and it means something to them. I think now it's become a racial issue. Personally, I don't think it should be a racial issue though. I think it is should deal more with history than race.
I don't think it's based off of hate, but I guess it just depends on how that person intends it or how they use it.
The flag is banned throughout Johnston County schools under the dress code policy. Wade and Langley share their beliefs on why this policy exists.
I think they put it in the dress code policy because of the issues it could probably bring up. I think that because some people use it as a racial figure, but some people, they don't intend it for it to send that type of message.
I think it makes sense to have it in the dress code just to prevent anyone from feeling like they've been disrespected.
I would say people shouldn't have the Confederate flag because it makes a racial barrier.
I'm Anastasia Lonesky, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Anna.
If there's one thing high school teaches you, it's character. Some students exhibit more character than others. Zachary Taylor tells us about his award he received for outstanding responsibility.
When I realized I had received the award, I was very excited. I was like, wow, I won an award, that's kind of cool. Everybody else, but they chose Zachary Taylor, that's kind of cool. It was an interesting experience. The main part that was the best for me was actually going to the ceremony stuff because my parents and my grandparents were there, and that meant a lot to me for them to be there, take time out of their day. So that was my favorite part of it.
Taylor tells us how this award will benefit his future.
It'll definitely make me continue to strive for those types of things, to be more responsible and respectful and all those good character traits, to really focus on doing those things intentionally, not just haphazardly or in the moment. So it'll definitely put a focus on that.
Taylor emphasizes the importance of character.
I think just about any award can be important. It may not be recognizing something like academic achievement or athletic ability or something like that, but those aren't the only things. You also need good character and stuff like that to get along and just be successful. If you want to make the world a better place, I think you have to look at your character and who you are as a person and all those things.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia.
If you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go to wjstudentmedia.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Nik Reasor.
And I'm Jamie Snover. Thanks for watching and have a great week.